Hi guys, it's Kate Mercy. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do a Boxycharm unboxing. I subscribe to the base box, which is $25 a month, and I also subscribe to the premium box, which is $35 a month. You might see a cattail. That's Pudge. She's production manager. So the premium box is $35 a month. This month, we'll just get into it and you'll see what my thoughts are. So we'll start with the premium box, and the premium box again is $35 a month. You get, I believe, 5 to 6 full-size items, and this is what I got. I have a lot of feelings, but let's start strong, and we'll end with things that I'm less than impressed about. So first things first, mine, I should say, did come with a card that gives me the value of the items and a description of the items enclosed inside the box. Some YouTubers I'm seeing are not indeed finding that they're getting these cards anymore. It sounds like they're trying to switch to online, but actually both of my boxes came with a card, so I don't know, but I digress. I just wanted to let you know mine did come with a card. The first item in my box that I got is the Chocolate Gold Soleil Bronzer by Too Faced. Long wear gilded bronzer. I enjoy bronzers with shimmer, so I'm actually really excited about this product. What was kind of confusing though is that I was able to pick this product. The original option was the matte Soleil Bronzer, and then on my card here, the theme by the way is Mother Nature. It says Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Matte Bronzer. Okay, so there was some kind of a glitch or something, and they said that only the matte was available, but then indeed the shimmer was available. But then it says, this best-selling chocolate soleil bronzer went gold. What? So that's just a little confusing. I'm actually glad that I got this one over the matte one because I have enough matte bronzers. I prefer, again, a shimmer bronzer. So this is what the component looks like. You can see my camera. And then the product itself actually looks a lot different than in a lot of promo photos or photos that you can find online describing the product, where it is actually, and I'm not sure you're going to be able to tell, but it's actually a lot cooler toned than it looked on, for instance, Ulta's website. It looks really orange, so I'm really excited to try this out. We'll try this out at the end of this video. The next product that I got in my premium box is the Kevyn Aucoin The Expert Mascara. This is what the unit carton looks like. Again, it's a full-size product. Kevyn Aucoin is not a cruelty-free brand. I forgot to mention, Too Faced is a cruelty-free brand, and their products are vegan. Kevyn Aucoin, au contraire, is not cruelty-free, and his products are not vegan. This is what the product itself looks like. It has a really unique wand. I shouldn't open this because I have other mascaras that I'm trying to go through before I go through this one, but for the sake of the video, I'll show you what the wand looks like. It's actually pretty unique. You can see it has like the little whoop, but I'm optimistic. It doesn't seem like it's too wet of a formula, but again, we'll try this on at the end of this video. The next product that I got in my box is the Sugar Rush, which I believe is a sister brand of Tarte or an extension of their line meant for a younger audience. And this is the Best Bud Lip Butter Balm, and mine is in the shade Peony. Very juvenile packaging. I think it's cute, but it's definitely marketed towards that age group that's just a little bit younger. So it is very cute though. Smells like cotton candy, not peonies. Tarte is another brand that is cruelty-free, and I believe they do have vegan options. I'm not positive about this product specifically. So it's cute. I like butter balms. I could do without the scent though. It really does smell like cotton candy, which isn't my favorite scent, but that's okay. Here's where things start to get a little weird. I do think Milk Makeup has a lot of innovative products and a lot of really cool products. This is a very interesting product. I'm just not sure for me personally how I'll use it or if I'll be able to utilize it in the way that it's supposed to be utilized. It identifies that it is a glow oil that is for your cheeks and your lips, and mine is in the shade Astro. So this is what the unit carton looks like. Milk Makeup is also a cruelty-free brand, and their products are vegan. There's no obvious scent to it. I'll do a swatch. And I think you can see it. It's just very faint. Very, very, very faint. It does feel, I mean, quite frankly, it's described as an oil, so I'm not knocking the product for that, but it feels like an oil. And typically that's just not something necessarily that I would go for an everyday look. I'm actually gonna use it right now because I feel like when I use a cream product for my cheeks, it needs to go over my powder, or it's not something that I'm going to continue to utilize. So I'm going to put it on and just kind of see how it feels throughout the rest of this video, and then when I do my full face, I'll probably take it off because there's another lip product in here that I want to actually use. Very subtle. You look at this part of it, and it honestly, it looks just very dark, but as you can see on my mouth, it doesn't translate that same kind of vibrant way, which quite frankly, I'm okay with, because if I am going to be wearing a lip oil, I'm not going to want it to be super pigmented and staining my lips. So here for me is where the box takes a nosedive. We got the Pure Heals Centella 90 ampoule. It looks like it is a serum. It looks like it may be a Korean beauty brand, which is cool. However, I don't know a lot about the brand. I don't know their cruelty-free status or their vegan product status, but I'll be happy to include that information in the description box below. It looks like it is a serum. Let me see if I can find some English on here. Again, it's Korean beauty, so it makes sense that the main language on the box is not English, but unfortunately I'm not well versed in Korean or any other language. I'm very ignorant in that sense. Okay, so after cleansing, even out skin tone with a toner and apply a moderate amount of product onto the face. Pat gently for better absorption. So yeah, it is indeed a face oil. In my beauty profile, I specifically noted that I don't prefer to receive skincare in boxes just because my skincare drawer currently is overflowing, and my skincare, it's just a very personalized product. So I prefer not to receive things that I don't specifically pick out or that are not specifically curated from my skin type. So that's a little bit of a bummer. Just want to see what they say about it in here. So it's a soothing serum containing 90% of Centella asiatica extract, relieves irritation of sensitive skin and strengthens the skin barrier. So it sounds like it is for sensitive skin, so I probably will give it a go. It's just a little annoying that I specifically identified I don't want skincare in my box, and I got skincare, unless it's something that I pick. Does that make sense? And that retails for $28. I have not been going over the prices, I'm just realizing. So I'll add it all up at the end though. And price really comes in this one, because this is from Paddington Beauty. As you can see, my box really went to war to get here. Like she really put up her dukes. This part does look like it was personalized, but this part just looks very unoriginal, I guess, very standard. It doesn't look super personalized. So it looks like I'm supposed to get a powder brush and a contour foundation brush. So the brushes are one of the makeup is one of those things that you can kind of do whatever you want with. But so here are what the brushes look like. This one apparently doesn't have that, which is fine. So puff, 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 puff. They're soft. I did read up on these a little bit because when I got them, I was honestly pretty irritated. For starters. And this normally really wouldn't bother me in the grand scheme of life if it's something that I had gotten at TJ Maxx, or if it was something that I had gotten at the drugstore and it looked like the barrel of it maybe was less than perfect. That wouldn't bother me. But when it's in a subscription box, and get ready, the retail value is $90. $90 for 2 brushes. What? And it's mind-boggling. So a few reasons that it's mind-boggling. Paddington Beauty, I have never heard of them. Never heard of them. And that's not to say that indie brands aren't important and that they are not allowed to claim the value that their product is worth. What I'm irritated about, or less than impressed about, I should say, is that these brushes, very light. The barrels are not especially luxe. This barrel in particular here on, it looks like, is the contour foundation brush, and I'm not sure you're gonna be able to see it, but speaking of things that went to World War II to get here, it's really dinged up. So if I had spent $90 of my own money on 2 brushes and this is how it came, I'd be really disappointed. And quite frankly, I'd probably return it. The card says, this high performance powder and contour brush set is an excellent addition to your makeup accessories. Experience the transformative power of contouring with the only brush you'll ever need to sculpt, enhance, and define like a pro. So I did read up on these brushes a little bit, and it does sound like they used a synthetic fiber, and I'll include the name of it because it's escaping me right now in the information box down below. But it sounds like, so they are synthetic brushes, so they're not real hair. So in that sense, they're vegan or cruelty free. I'm not really sure Paddington's stance. Again, not really sure of their stance on the vegan and cruelty free status, but I'm happy to include that in the information down below. However, it sounds like the fibers that they use were like maybe a higher end of synthetic, and so maybe that is where their price point is coming in at different. What I don't know, and what I would need to do more research on, is what other brands use for their synthetic fibers to make them soft and work really well. This is just so, I mean, it's soft. It's very soft. I will not deny that. I will not deny that. I just don't know, is it softer than my Real Techniques brushes? Upon first puff here, I wouldn't say so. They are very soft though. I will give them that. But I think I'm disappointed in this box because the retail value for these is $90. So to get to over that, value that they identify that is supposed to be is silly to So let me add up all the totals. We figure out what the total of the box is supposed to be over, and we'll wrap this part up. Okay, so we added up the total of this month's premium box, and it comes to a grand total of $204, which is a great value. It's supposed to be $175 or more. I think my qualm with this box is that the brushes were $90. Furthermore, if you take away the value, if you take away those 2 brushes, the box is well under that retail value price. So I just think it's a little sketchy. It was not my favorite box by any stretch of the imagination. I did like the bronzer, and I did like the mascara. So if we're being realistic, if I had paid for those full price, I would have paid well over $35. So I'm not necessarily saying that the box isn't worth it and that I'm not going to give it another shot. I'm just saying that this box was a disappointment for me. So we're going to go ahead and skedoodle into the base box right now. So the base box is a $25 a month subscription box. You get 5 full-size products, and the value of the box is over $125 value. So pretty cool. In the base box, you do get to pick 1 item, the same as the premium. So I did pick skincare, ironically, because I was just huffing and puffing about how I didn't get to pick skincare, and I got it in the premium box. But for this one, I got the Glam Glow Berry Glow Probiotic Recovery Mask. I've had good luck with Glam Glow products historically. They are not a cruelty-free brand, and they are owned by Estee Lauder. There's kind of some drama going on the interwebs, but I just can't really be too bothered with that at this time, or at any time, really. But this is a creamy, nutrient-dense, soothing mask with antioxidant-rich berries and probiotics that instantly boosts skin health, restores radiance, and balances skin's biome. Fancy. It smells and looks like yogurt. Obviously I won't exactly be testing this bad boy out today, but I'm happy to do so in the future and let you know. But doesn't it look like yogurt? I'm not the only one that's tempted to eat it. I'm not going to, but I'm tempted. This has a value, by the way, of $49. Glam Glow is not cheap, but I, again, have had historically good results with their products. So, and anything that's going to make my skin look really radiant and glowy, I'm in. Our next product is actually by Hank and Henry in our last month's box, which I didn't film, but because, again, things are wild. But we got their sponges. I haven't admittedly tried those out yet, but this is the Blickety Black Long Wear Eyeliner. So, let me get the sticker off and I'll be right back. Okay, so I got it open. So this is what it looks like. That's what it looks like right here. Pretty cool, pretty cool. It looks like it's a brush tip liner. I did a little swatchy swatch. I don't know if you can see it too well, but it does do a little bit of bleeding, which isn't great. And it also has a little ball in it that mixes up the product. So that's cool. So it looks like this product retails for $17. Latest addition to their Slick With It line of eye products. It is a vegan liquid formula that dries down to a satin/matte finish. So it doesn't, from reading satin matte, which are 2 contradictory words in my humble opinion, especially when you're talking about like an eyeliner product, it's either satin or it's matte. I feel like it's not going to be a super matte liner, which is fine. I actually very rarely wear liquid liner. Ironically, I specifically said in my boxes that I don't prefer the Receive liner just because I very rarely wear liquid liner, and I feel like we get a lot of them in subscription boxes. So I tried to steer clear of this, but here we are. I'll still give it a go, and we'll see where it lands us. So I got this from Wonder Beauty. It's their Glow Ahead Illuminating Face Oil. I feel like we see a lot of Wonder Beauty in subscription boxes, which I don't know too much about the brand. They do say that they're cruelty-free. I'm not positive about their vegan status. And it says to just squeeze 2 to 3 drops on and rub it into your face. Let's see here. It retails for $42, so that's quite the price. And it says it will bring out your skin's inner radiance with this illuminating oil, like diffusing optics, deliver instant luminosity, while a potent blend of signature beauty oils and antioxidants help brighten, moisturize, and improve the appearance of skin over time. So we'll have to give it a go. This is what I mean, though, when I say I do not love receiving skincare in my boxes, because it is such, first of all, it's such a personalized item for each of us, and second of all, I feel like we see it all the time in our beauty boxes, so quite literally, for me, or for any of us, to be able to go through all of these products in a time before they expire is just not realistic, especially people that are beauty enthusiasts and people that really love subscription boxes. So I just wish that they wouldn't, I don't know, but it does say that it is formulated without mineral oil, parabens, phthalates, and synthetic fragrance, so that's pretty cool. I probably will give this a go as well, just where it looks like it has a decent formulation, and I'm optimistic that it's not going to break out my skin, but of course I'll let you know over time how that pans out for me. Next item in our box, I'm actually so excited about. I did watch some unboxing videos. I don't know if anybody else does this, but I literally am so impatient. So impatient when it comes to waiting for my subscription boxes. I have to know what's going to be in them. I'm somebody that searches all the spoiler pages. I just ruin the surprise for myself. But I'm really excited that I got this in my box. It is by Dose of Colors Whip It Up Satin Lipstick, and it's in the shade Toast, which is like a really lovely, I'm not sure if this is doing what I want it to do, but it's a really lovely nude color, it looks like, so I'm really excited about that. Mine looks like it's on the brownie side, which I really enjoy brown lipstick, so I'm not mad about that at all. I saw some other folks got some pinkier shades, which honestly I would have been happy with either one. I'm just really happy that they included a nude lipstick instead of these bright, crazy colors, because I feel like a lot of us prefer a nude every day. I admittedly will wear whatever I'm feeling that day, but I know for a lot of people, getting a really wild color in a subscription box or a mystery box is just really disheartening. So this is what the packaging looks like. I think it looks really sleek. This is what my lipstick looks like. Really unique bullet formula. Really unique bullet shape. Really pretty color. I'm really excited to try it, which is exactly why I did not want to use the Milk product as pictured earlier as my product that I put on my lips for the final using all my Boxycharm things. So the lipstick that we got retails for $17. It's a richly pigmented formula in between a matte and a creamy finish. Its unique shape allows for smooth, imprecise application. I do believe Dose of Colors is a cruelty-free brand. I'm not sure about their vegan status. The last item in the box, I'm not disappointed in at all, and it's the Ace Beauty. I'm not sure the little line over the E. I know in French when it has the slot, like almost looks like a backwards comma over the E. I can't remember what it's called. It means you say it as an A. So Ace Beauty palette. It doesn't say anything about it being cruelty free, so I'm not sure about that or about their vegan status. And this is what the packaging looks like. I think it's pretty. I think all of their packaging is very similar and has this kind of like black and gold theme. This is the Vintage Dawn palette. This is what it looks like on the inside. It has this little insert, but that's the color story. I think it's pretty. It's a unique color story. I think that these colors here are really up my alley, so I'm really excited for trying this out. And an ironic twist, I think this is my third palette from Boxycharm in the last 2 months. So Boxycharm is one of those things that I've struggled with because I get really excited to get it, but then what happens is that, quite frankly, I accumulate way too much makeup. Anyone else? So it's something that I struggle with, like, do I keep this subscription? Like, do I really need all of these products? Like, it's exciting to get it, but then do I get products that I use in the long run? I don't know, but this is still cool, and I'm glad that it was included in my box. It retails for $34.99. 12 colors that are reminiscent of the beautiful sunrises and sunsets witnessed in various locations around the world. Each color has been carefully milled and pressed to provide the easiest application and the most excellent color payoff. So that to me says that they may be lightly pressed, which again, I prefer a lightly pressed eyeshadow as opposed to a too firmly packed eyeshadow, so we'll see. I want to use as many of these products as I can in doing a full face of makeup today. Full face of makeup to go nowhere. But let's get into it. We're going to start with the Wander Beauty Glow Ahead Illuminating Face Oil and see where that lands us. My face doesn't feel exceptionally tacky or oily, which is positive. So it's one of those products, again, I think I'm going to have to test it over time and see where it lands us. But I'm going to do a couple of extra steps and then we'll get into cheap products, which would be the next on our list. Be right back. Okay, I'm back and I have my base makeup done. Alright, so we're going to go in with the JH04 brush and we're going to bronze today. I'm going to go in a little more light-handed just because I've honestly never, I don't think, used Too Faced bronzer. To rectify the situation, I'm going to go in with my Huda Beauty powder. I'm going to pour it in a cap. My beauty sponge here, and she's damp as it is, but I'm just going to add a little bit of my primer water to it, and then go in. It has one of those crisp edges. Alright, we're going to let that chill, and see if that kind of helps the situation that I put myself in after I said I wasn't going to do that. Love that for me. I'm going to go add blush, and we didn't get a highlight. What I will do actually, though, is use a highlight that we got in a different Boxycharm. I'm pretty sure we got it in March. Be right back. We got this KVD highlighter. Mine is in this shade Rose Shock 2 months ago, so I'm going to give it a go. I'll let you know how this turns out. Right away, this is a no. This is a hard no for a highlighter, which, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's what it's supposed to be. and it looks, maybe it's the shade, but I look like I have blush in weird spots. And my blush before I put this on did not look weird, so it's a no for me, dog. Let's try the eyeshadow palette, and then we'll kind of go over all the products that we use today. We'll use the eyeshadow palette, and then I'll probably do like a light line of this and just kind of see if it's easy to work with or not. So. Okay guys, so overall, the two boxes, I think that the base box was absolutely worth it for me. I don't know that I would say that the premium box is worth it after trying the products. I actually do like the mascara quite a bit, oddly. I don't know that there's just so many good drugstore alternatives to mascaras that are on the higher end that I don't know that I would continue to purchase high-end mascaras, but I'm happy to have received this in the box. I like what it did for my lashes. As far as the palette, there really wasn't a transition shade, and I wanted to use what I was given as far as like from the box for the eyes. And there's not a transition shade. I tried to use the yellow and the brown, but it didn't exactly translate the way that I was kind of hoping it would. I like how it turned out. The liner, which has wandered off, grown legs, and ran away. I liked it. Again, I'm not somebody who uses liquid liner a lot, so I can't say that I would necessarily have like wanted that in a box. I don't think it's a bad liner by any stretch of the imagination, but my skill set does not include wing liner, to be perfectly transparent. I think it's pretty. I think it accented it nicely. And it went on pretty smoothly, so it didn't do the pesky skipping thing that some liners do, so I'm really thankful for that. So the liner, again, I wouldn't have chosen it if I could have chosen the product, all the products in this box, but I'm not upset about it. The lipstick, I love. I would have chosen it, and I would purchase this. It's really pretty. I really like it. I really like it with this eye look too. I apologize, my lighting is getting dimmer by the second here because the sun is getting ready to set, so my timing could have been better on this video here. The bronzer, again, it's not going to be a staple for me. It's not going to be something that I would repurchase. I'm grateful to have been able to try it at a discounted price, but it is not over the top wow. Honestly, I find the packaging exceptionally hard to open. I think that's probably user error and not the packaging's fault. But it's just very pigmented. It is very warm. I don't think that the shimmer is outstanding in the sense that it's not overwhelming or overpowering. But again, I do like a shimmery bronzer. So if you're into it, you know, I would just, my biggest caution would be, you say you're going to be light-handed, be very light-handed, and then tap it off, just because it did. A lot of product came off on my brush, and I had to kind of like really fix it to make it not look like I had rolled around in Cheeto dust, because it is warm. It looks cooler in the pan once you get it, but it is a warm tone bronzer. Again, I don't mind that. It's a good product. They're vegan, they're cruelty-free. I will keep it in my collection, but it's not something that I would repurchase. I'm just realizing that I totally forgot to use these brushes. So I'll have to update you maybe in the future about them. I'm certainly going to keep these brushes, but they were just a bit of a sore disappointment. I'm so sorry. I totally forgot that this is what I should have used for my bronzer. Such a knucklehead, I swear. But that's it for this video. If you like this content and you want to see more from me in the future, I'd really appreciate it if you would subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.